Good evening. Welcome to the 19th Annual Other Israel Film Festival. 19th. I am Joanna Samuels. I'm the CEO here at the Marlene Meyerson JCC Manhattan, and we could not be prouder to create a space that takes a deep look into Israeli and Palestinian societies and is not afraid to grapple with complexity, to ask tough questions, and to present a reality that is not black and white. The Other Israel Film Festival is more important than ever. At a time of polarization in Israel, both internally and externally, and a growing divide in the Jewish community in the US, Other Israel spotlights human stories that highlight crucial topics and provide a platform for conversation. And most importantly, at a time of boycott and censorship of Israeli arts and culture, we are so proud to give these artists a voice. I want to thank the amazing JCC film team that made this festival happen, and they don't like when I do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Caroline Calandro, could you raise your hand? Juliet Kleitz. Ryan Botita, and Yitzi Zablocki. I want to thank the founder of this festival, who has never given up on the mission of Other Israel and the mission of bringing unheard voices to the New York community, and that is Carol Zabar. This festival is Carol's brainchild, and she also didn't do it alone. We are here today on the Shloshim, 30 days after the passing of her beloved husband Saul, who played an active role in the festival and here at the JCC. Saul loved to sit up front or in the balcony where there was more legroom. See, he took advantage of the better legroom in the front seat. And we're so honored to name a seat in Saul's memory and in his honor. And without further ado, a man who just goes by one name, Yitzi Zablocki.
Thank you, Joanna. We want to continue as we're standing here, and I'm very emotional thinking about Saul and seeing these pictures here. There are a lot of stories behind these pictures. I wrote a short piece this week that we published in the I Love the Upper West Side. Anybody follow that? I Love the Upper West Side? Come on. This is the publication for the Upper West Side. Check it out. Where I talk a little bit about the secret to Saul's success with Zabar's. And I noted to his finely tuned senses, and he really had superpowers in some ways, that he was able to taste every pickle and know exactly which one was wrong, and when he didn't like it, he would say, let's make our own. And this was not only true about his sense of taste and smell, but also emotionally. And he had a secret role with us at Other Israel, and he would watch the films with us. And he would not only, he would sit there and he'd always say, I'm not an expert on this. I'm not a film guy. I'm not an expert on Israel. I don't know any of these things. But he was actually the person that we wanted to speak to. We wanted to see how he reacted. And believe me, Saul had an opinion about everything, and he was not shy about it at all, Carol, right? And he had a nose for authenticity, and could immediately tell if something's right, if something's wrong, and this was an amazing part of building the program of Other Israel. Carol, look around you. You would always say that, is anybody else going to care about this stuff except for us? And a room full, 19 years of full rooms coming to this festival. So we thank you so much for being here. Going back to Saul for a moment, a lot has been said about Saul's legacy, including multiple pieces in the New York Times front page, but nobody's mentioned his connection to Israel. He's, as I said, he sometimes claimed not to know anything about Israelis, Palestinians, and the conflict, but he was deeply involved with all this, and not just through Carol. He went to Israel in 1949. Who here was in Israel in 1949? Not many. With his parents, it was with his father just before he died, and they actually bought land in Nahariya. Years later, where did he meet Carol? At an Ulpan class. And followed her love for Israel. They spent extensive time there. He took a break once from Zabar's, and they spent a few months there. And it was a really special time for Saul. He would talk to me all the time about that period, because he spent his life in Zabar's and never took a break. And he had this one period where they spent time in Israel together before they had kids. Back here in New York, he was active in Israeli political organization and took pride in supporting organizations that were dedicated to peace. He would attend film festivals with us and visit Israel all the time. There's a picture up there, one of those pictures. Jerry Stiller, of course. I took this picture and I was like, they're up there in heaven telling jokes right now. Ben Stiller will be here this week. Did we mention that? It's sold out. Don't even try. And he would come here to the JCC. He would rarely make it through a movie. He'd sit here in that seat and get up in the middle and start walking around, arguing with us endlessly if the film was good or not good. And there were those moments like this one right here, where he just felt that everything was right and everything was good. And I remember taking that picture and he was saying to me how happy he was. He also came to the JCC to take Ulpan classes. Anila, you're here. Where's Anila? Anila is the director of our Ulpan here. And deep into his 90s, a few weeks ago, he would break into Hebrew with me. He never got masculine and feminine tenses. He couldn't figure that out. He would love to use his Hebrew to say sweet things about my kids in front of them, not realizing that my children actually understand a little Hebrew and knew exactly what he was talking about. From the nursery school to the Ulpan to the movies to the conversations here, the JCC meant so much to Saul. In the last couple of years, his memory was failing him, and we kept having to remind him when we would talk about October 7th what October 7th was. And he was devastated by October 7th. And at the same time, he found Israel's reaction to be unacceptable and inhumane. He would always wave his finger every time, and he said, "This is not good for Israel." He saw the complexities and the nuance. In many ways, he embodied everything that Other Israel is all about. Help us keep Saul's legacy alive and support our work here. May his memory be a blessing. Thank you. We're done with the picture, Sam. Thank you. A big thank you to our AV staff here who help us put this all together. We have an amazing week ahead of us. Please check the whole brochure, spread the word about this festival. People need to see these amazing movies and come back for a lot more. Ben Stiller is sold out. He's not really here for Other Israel. I want to give a thank you to all of our partners and supporters and organizations who are doing the work on the ground and fighting for a better future despite constantly increasing obstacles. I want to give a big shout out to Haaretz, folks from Haaretz who they have been a wonderful partner this year. Who here reads Haaretz? Okay, guys, you don't have to do anything here. You got them all. Haaretz will also be hosting a panel on Sunday about freedom of speech in a time of boycott, so please join us for that. I want to give a huge thank you to one of our supporters who does this very quietly, Francois Simon. Francois, a loyal supporter who for years, her late husband, Bob Simon, was also a great supporter of the festival, and we're glad to keep this vision alive. We are proud to be an answer to the boycott. We believe that the filmmakers in Israel play a key role in cultural change, and nothing's going to change without them. And they should definitely not be silenced. Right now, thank you. Right now, IDFA is the largest documentary film festival in Europe, is going on right now. They did not take any Israeli films. They are not letting Israeli filmmakers or people who run film institutions in Israel, like Dak Aviv, like the Jerusalem Film Festival, they're not giving them accreditation to their festival. This is sickening to me. This is not the job of a film festival. We know here very well that this is about opening up conversation. This is about listening. We sit here and we listen. These films that you're going to see here this week are not afraid to criticize and to give hope. They will not be shown at IDFA, but we are proud to show them. We will wrestle and grapple. I want to give a huge thank you to all of you for joining us and being a part of this conversation. I want to thank some of our filmmakers are here with us tonight, and we have filmmakers here for every single festival, for every single film, and they are continuing to do their work despite the opposition, and I'm really grateful for them for continuing to create and put out there these amazing films. I want to take a moment to thank my amazing film team here. They're the ones that make this festival happen. They should get all the credit. They hold it together. They are committed and truly, truly amazing to work with. Juliette, Caroline, and Ryan, I am so lucky. Thank you so much. I want to give a big thanks to our marketing team, again, our AV, and of course the administration of the JCC here. No other JCC in America does this, so we're really proud to be able to do this here. Finally, my thank you to Carol for being my partner in this and continuing this work and being here tonight. We love you so much. Thank you. Tonight's film, it's the U.S. premiere of The Sea, directed by Shai Carmeli Polak and produced by Baher Agbari. Oh, sorry, Baher. The Sea is the official selection of the Academy Award of Israel's official selection to the Academy Awards. I want to give a big thanks to the distributor who does amazing work year-round with Jewish films. Neil Friedman from Menemsha is here tonight. Neil. Wherever he is, tallest man in the room, there he is. As mentioned, with the world boycotting Israeli cinema, and then the Israeli government kind of boycotting this film and refusing to support it, while it's having, by the way, it's having its release now in Israel and it's doing amazing. People want to see this film. We knew it's a perfect choice for us. The film is a human story which makes it very universal and can really show the world an other Israel. The stories of a boy dreaming to see the ocean and a father who is trying to find his son in Tel Aviv. It gets very stressful, I warn you. The JCC is proud to be a fiscal sponsor for this film in its road to the Oscars. Please support its road to the Oscars. Please help this film get as much attention as possible. Come to me, talk to me, and I'm happy to connect you to the filmmakers. We're really proud to have the filmmakers here and give this film the acknowledgement that it deserves. I think the film presents a Palestinian reality that within Israeli society in a very authentic way. And I want to bring up the director of the film, Shai Carmel Polak, to say a few words.
Hello. I'm very, very excited to be here. It's not just the US premiere, it's the world premiere outside of Israel-Palestine. So for us, it's the first time to screen it outside of a local audience, and I'm really excited. So I'm here just for a brief notice, because the film speaks both languages, Hebrew and Arabic, And I know I heard some Hebrew here, so people, but not everybody outside of our region can make the difference. The subtitles will be in different colors. So you will know when somebody speaks Arabic, it will be white, and Hebrew, it will be yellow. I hope yeah. So, thank you very much for coming. And me and Baher Agbariye, my partner, will be here after for Q&A. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So stay seated after the screening for what will be, I'm sure, an enlightening conversation. Join us for more. Help spread the word. Did you silence your cell phones? Keep them in your pockets. And we look forward to seeing you right after the screening. Enjoy the international premiere of The Sea.